Okay, and the last video, a couple words about nuclear medicine. So what is nuclear medicine? We already talked about this. So generally the idea is quite nicely visualized on this picture. So the we also have here the X-rays, generally speaking, the Röntgens, the high energy photons that gets. But from what source do we have those rays, those electromagnetic waves? From the patient. Yes, so we inject, we give orally or another way the the radioactive substance, and then this radioactive substance creates the radiation, and then we can see this radiation on specialized equipment. This is how it works. Yes, so the patient is the source of the radiation, not the machine around it. Okay, this is a bone scan, bone scintigraphy. Bone scintigraphy is a way how to measure the metabolism of the bones. Yes, so those dark spots that you can see on the picture are the places where the bone metabolism is severely increased. So if you can see this, in this particular case, you have so many spots of high metabolism, yes, those specks everywhere, because there are a lot of metastases. Yes, there is cancer in somewhere in this patient, probably prostate cancer. Never mind. So generally, we can see the bone metabolism on bone scan. Yes, so how much bone proliferates, how much bone tries to regenerate, how does the after fracture, for example, and so on and so on. You don't need to know exactly what happens here, but you need to know that the nuclear medicine techniques generally are capable to tell us what is the metabolism, what is the function, what is the physiology in many places, yes, in the body, because we have tens upon tens of different possibilities of studies. Yes, we have the bone scan, but we have also the thyroid scan, we have the pulmonary scans, we have the scans for nearly all parts of the body. But the main idea is that we have metabolism change. Yes, so we are not concentrated on anatomy, how the structures change, like in the rest of the radiologic imaging. We are concentrated on physiology. How does the processes changes? Yes, how does the metabolism changes? Things like that. There is an here you can see another example. So you have the bone scan in a patient with right distal femur, so osteosarcoma. In case of the pulmonary, one more time the same idea. Yes. So you see the physiological function. What physiological function is in the lungs? We check two things. We check the perfusion, so how much blood flows, and how much air flows. Yes, so this is the dynamic, as you can imagine. Yes, so how much air flows, how much blood flows, and we just compare those two informations. Yes, on anatomical studies, you can't say, well, how much blood flows or how much air flows through the lungs. Yes, this is can only be achieved through the lung scintigraphy. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have any more questions, of course you can ask me.